because it serves as a foundation of your study. Okay, without them, what's the point of your study? What's so interesting about it, right?
And when is the next?
Nobody knows. I asked 100 times, I think. Kate and also Zhu Laoxi.
Also, for this, you know how to explain the VIF?
Not so good. I just know it must be.
Okay, it must be less than 10.
Yes.
If it is less than 10, which means your result is free of collinearity issues. Okay, you write this way, and then you reference an article. Okay. Maybe you can reference my article. Okay.
Really?
Yes.
Can you say?
Because I talked about VIF less than 10 in my case.
Can you send me?
I already sent it on the WeChat group.
So
The hello handsome one.
I lose it.
You lost it. It's a long story, right? Okay, you can reference my article. Okay.
Okay. It's good. And also. Okay.
Because maybe you'll need it as well. You can reference my article, okay? Just saying, because I did it, so you just follow me. So, because people might get questioned about why the benchmark is 10. You can say, because, my supervisor has, a paper. It's less than 10, so I followed him. That's a good response, okay? Because people are, looking at this, that you're really very serious and strict about your research. The research needs to be really rigorous, okay? And that's a sign of rigorous. You follow others' previous publications.
I have a story when Wendy have a defense, and they ask her why you do like this. She's like, because Chinda told me to do like this. Like, okay, we have that questions.
We have no question? Okay. Which may...
it's also significant for explaining.
Oh, that's very funny.
You laugh a lot.
Seems like they all agree with me. Okay, but that's how you explain it. Okay? So your regression results looks good. The only surprise is that the P and C do not significantly predict the revisit intention. You are the purchase intention, right?
Yes.
Okay. So anyway, it's all intentions after all. So you need to explain pretty much the same thing. You need to do this test also. Okay. But now you are familiar with it, so you can help her. Okay.
Sure.
And the other thing is a regression. So you go to SPSS, the data, the data page.
Which one?
The new one. The new one. The new
Okay.
one.
Wait a second. Okay. Analyze. Correlate.
Correlate. Yes. Oh, actually, sorry.
No?
Go back to the old one, not the new one, because the new one is already being centralized.
Okay.
Okay. So because we tried the new one and the result is similar, so
It's better to use.
to use the existing one. Okay, the old one. Okay. So correlate by variate, and you just move everything except the intention and the subject's number to this one, and just click OK. So for this one, we expect that they do not have a strong relationship with each other. Okay. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult for us to explain. Okay. So here. A has a strong relationship with P, okay, and is significant, right? They're all significant after all. They're all significant, okay. So this potentially mean that maybe A and P are because they are strongly correlated. So the effect of A on visit intention can be potentially mediated or modulated by the effect of P on revisit intention. Okay, so what you can do is that you can do a partial correlation. A partial correlation is go to partial, and then you take out P.
A.
Variable is A and
P.
sorry, not P. You move everything else except the P here. And by controlling P, so making P constant. So this way we can rule out the effect of P on the visit intention, okay? So which means if A is still, let's see the results so it will be better explained. So here the result is much better, okay? Because if it is less than 0.6, which means the relationship between the two variables are not strong, okay? And we expect that because we want each variable to be independent, not dependent to each other, okay? If they are strongly correlated, which means they are not independent, it's the same thing, you understand that?
Yes.
So if they are independent, which means that we have a strong ground to believe that they won't affect each other to produce an effect on revisit intention, okay? Because they're all independent. So if we found a significant effect of A on revisit intention, that's solely because A exists. So that's why people come and revisit. You understand? Not because the A contribute together with P and those contribution that those factors work together to make people to come back.
Okay.
It's only because independent A can produce large revisit by itself. Okay, that's why that's what we want to see. Okay, because if we have factors, they work together and bring out an effect, sometimes it's very hard for us to explain. So what should we recommend to the managers?
Okay.
Focus on A or focus on P? Because we never know, right? Because they work together as a team to bring people to come back, right? Because what we can see is that we want to make it easy for ourselves by saying that A independently can bring out visit intentions. Okay, not in conjunction with P.
So
okay?
we look at correlation, right?
So you don't need to report this correlation, this partial correlation. You just have to show this correlation table. You just have to mention that P and A has a strong positive relationship. So this might have the issue of collinearity. However, while I am doing the regression test, I did the collinearity diagnostics check, which we have the VIF here. Where is the VIF? So I did this test, right? And this test shows that, okay, PACHV, the scores are less than 10. So which means the potentially collinearity issue is not the case here, will not affect our results. So that's all you need to explain. You just put a correlation and explain like this. And because you have the results of the regression test, and regression shows that it's free of issue. It's a free of collinearity issue. Okay.